have a recommendation on page 77, and the first speaker here is Councillor Miller.
Okay, the Mayor loves to compare Cape Town with the rest of South Africa, but it is senseless to compare a dying horse with an already dead one. Unfortunately, this IDP will be the death of Cape Town. As we all know, the IDP is the umbrella structure that dictates all policy in the city. From the budget to water and sanitation, to the environment, to housing policy, everything is dictated to by this IDP. And it is quite simply economic suicide to anyone who bothers to look at the obvious incentives it creates. This amended IDP uses words like prudent spending and being responsive to changing circumstances, and then proceeds to happily spend hard-working Cape Townians' money like it's an endless fountain. In the face of mass protest amongst ratepayers and civic organizations in Cape Town, delivering a 97% public participation process objecting to the IDP-governed budget, the DA nonetheless marched on regardless, continuing to force its IDP agenda on Cape Town residents, perhaps to please their national partners, the ANC. I don't have time to go into all of the low-cost housing, high-density, local community-destroying projects the city has pushed across Cape Town in recent years, such as the Bloberg Big Bay Earth 1117 project, the Opatervlei Rowan Farm and other low-cost housing projects in Gordons Bay, Strand, as well as Claremont, the completely unsuitable, high-density, long-distance trade schools in places like Bergfleet, Cornerstone Park, Milnerton, Durbanville and Brackenfell, or the Masipumalele LSDF in the Deep South, which currently holds a population of 44,000 economic migrants in 7,000 households with up to 70% unemployment, if you can believe it. If this IDP-driven project goes ahead, then in 10 years' time, that number is projected to increase to 18,000 households and over 100,000 migrants making their way down into the Deep South to get a free house thanks to the DA. The IDP informs us that budget expenditure should be reasonable and in line with inflation, yet the budget does nothing of the sort. Quite the contrary. The city admits that its average increases are double what inflation is, with many families struggling to pay bills many times higher than that. And the DA boasts that over 70% of these massive increases are for subsidies to the indigent or poor, such as free houses, free water, and free electricity. And as a result, this is creating an economic incentive for the indigent from other provinces and Africa to flood into Cape Town to take advantage of these free benefits. And of course, who wouldn't want a free house in Cape Town? It's basic economics, but free is never free. IDP projects like these raise the cost of living, reduce job opportunities, and destroy local community infrastructure. This IDP is the reason why traffic, sewerage, pollution, crime, poverty, and unemployment in Cape Town is what it is. If we want to see the lives of Cape Town residents improve, we need to understand that charity starts at home. We need to allow entrepreneurs and small businesses to provide more jobs by removing the heavy burden of red tape and excessive rates and taxes. We need to hold citywide referendums to get a mandate to keep more of the taxes we give to national government here in Cape Town, and we need to support reasonable, natural and organic growth of the city, not communist-era spatial and social engineering as the DA is currently doing. Thank you very much.